Hello YouTube, and welcome to another general vlog video. No, today is not a video about my windows looking outside. And yes, my TV's there, it's just way up there. Yeah, I'm having you look at my TV stand right now, right? So, I've been real excited for a delivery today, and if you guys have watched my past videos, you'll know what I'm excited about getting delivered. And I laid down and fell asleep on the couch. I sure did. I'm sitting on the couch right now, and I have my head there. I even brought my doorbell. That's one of them wireless doorbells from Walmart. You know, it's got two little doorbell things. I don't know if you can see it through the... Let me try to zoom in. There's the one on my back door, and then there's one just like that on my front door. You just kind of... And it's the thing that's over... Let me try. I'm going to try to point at it. Right there. Not way over there, but right there. Anyways, I brought it in here, you know, thinking, I'll hear when FedEx gets here, and I've never actually seen FedEx in here. I've always seen UPS. So, but yeah, I got up way too early to go to yard sales. I stayed up a little bit late last night, and I was sitting here watching Arms Family Homestead, and sure enough, Daniel's boredom put me to sleep. No, I'm just joking. No, just I was tired, and I thought I was okay, but the next thing I know, I woke up and I was all groggy, and I'm like, oh man. But it was only I think 3:30 or so, and I thought, well, surely to God I didn't miss him. And I went to go down to check my mail, and guess what I got? Guess what it is? Oh, I'm so excited. And yep, there it is. First impression, kind of disappointed. That's not a very big box at all. Yeah, I don't see any damage to the box or anything, so there's nothing there to be concerned about. Although there is a crease there, but I think that's just something to do with the box. Oh wow, and it's not even very heavy. I know that's got to be it, because the only thing I have coming is 2 new cell phones. And I wouldn't think it'd be in that big of a box, and I would think it'd be lighter than that. So, did get a couple more deliveries. I just ordered new cell phones for my dad. I finally talked him into, he's almost 80 years old. He's 76, I think. And him and my stepmom, I finally talked him into getting smartphones. So I had to get the phones, and today I got the screen protectors. No phones yet, but I got the new screen protectors. Well, actually, the picture on the thing showed 5 screen protectors, so I ordered it. And come to find out, it was only 1. Yeah, I know. I could have probably read the description, but I didn't. The title and heading said the phone, and the picture showed 5, and I ordered it. So I'm as bad at that as anybody else. So let me show you what else we got today, and then we'll get on the big, yeah, that thing's going to be small, isn't it? But let me go in here and show you. And I'm as excited about this, well, I wouldn't say as excited. Hi. But, yeah, we also got, sorry about that, one of my neighbors said hello to me. We actually also got the new chain and the clutch, which I'm going to run inwards. And yes, they can be run, well, this one, I think they all can, but this one can be run inward or outward, either or. Inward facing or outward, and I'm going to run it in. That way, the motor can stay this way as much as I can, so it won't be in the way of the kids' feet. Anyways, that's for another video. But I did get the clutch and the chain today, and I'm excited about that. The boys will be here tomorrow and Monday. So tomorrow they're going to be spending the night. And yeah, they're going to be excited that we're able to do that. We'll do that and go do some fishing. I'm sure I'll make some videos. Alright, so back out here to what we have. The biggest thing is the delivery. Like I said, I'm a little disappointed about the size of the box. But we know the size of the package isn't what matters, right guys? Right? That's what we tell ourselves, right? So don't judge a book by its cover. Maybe it's really what I think it's going to be. Although I must say, today I ended up watching Bobblehead Homestead. If you haven't heard of Bobblehead Homestead, go over and check the old boy out. He's pretty entertaining, pretty comical, and boy, he's got his work cut out for him. Yeah, showing you an old dirty ashtray out here on my porch. I keep an ashtray in a butt bucket in case smoking happens out here, and it seems like one of my neighbors, every time he comes over and he smokes, he throws it in my little chimenea, which I don't care. Matter of fact, there's one in there now. But anyway, sorry about that. That's not a great view to be watching, is it? But I forgot. Anyways, Bobblehead Homestead, and I was going back through some of his videos. I've been watching him for a while now. I don't remember exactly how I found him. Oh, yes, I do. Out in the country, they took Grumpy Cat there, and that was the first time I ever heard of him. And so I ended up watching him through that. And it was all right, hit or miss, a couple videos here or there I watched. And then he got his tiny cabin, and I started watching that. And boy, the place that he bought, he got a heck of a deal on it. But the place that he bought sure has got a lot of cleanup to do on it. But he's got himself a pretty nice start of a great homestead, and I can't wait to see him make it his own. But I had got curious. I know that he shakes, his head bobbles, like Parkinson's or something of that nature. And I remember him saying in a video one time that that's why he calls himself Bobblehead Homestead. I tried to go back and find out. I think he's got like 300 videos, maybe even more than that. I tried to go back and find out if he ever did tell his story, and I'm sure he has, but I couldn't find him. Anyways, running through all those videos, I ended up seeing my greenhouse. Well, it's not mine, it's his, but it was one just like mine, except for his is clear, and I ordered the green one. Hey, it's a greenhouse, it might as well be green. And down below, and I may know by the time I post this, but down below, and mine says not a hot house, but a warm house. So is that because it's the green material? If I'd have got the clear material, would it been called a hot house? I'd really like to know, because these things are really cheap. And I'll let you know at the end of probably this video of how much I spent on it, how much it was, how much shipping was. Actually, shipping was free. And how I ended up with it for like $9. No, you can't do that. Well, I mean, I guess you can, but I just had some coupons and codes that I could use that I had been saving. It was like $39, and I ended up with like $9 in it. Maybe it was cheaper than $39. Well, anyways, we'll know that. Let's get on to the unboxing. Let me go inside, get everything set up. I'm super excited to see what this is. I think I'm going to try to set it up on my porch. I've got plenty of room, I think, because it can't be that heavy. Hopefully it's as sturdy as what I'm hoping it's going to be. And we'll go through some more of that later, but I'm going to try to set it up right here. It's only 72 inches tall. And I think once I get it set up, then I can just lean it down sideways and carry it to where I want it. They're working in the back. The guy back behind him is working. And once again, that was one of the ladies there. I think that's his stepmom, said hello to me, which is not a hinder or bother at all. But I can hear the drilling and everything. They're all going to be looking at me, trying to figure out why I'm talking to myself. And anyways, you guys know I'm not really talking to myself. I'm talking to but I'm talking to the world of YouTube and anybody that's watching the video, which I hope is a lot. And I'm rambling because I'm excited. So let's go get the tripod and get some stuff to open this up with, and let's get ready to get started. Okay, so we're getting ready. I've got everything set up for the unboxing. You guys, please excuse the way that I'm dressed. I have my old baggy shorts on, my Clark State shorts, and it's got paint all over it, and work shirt. I'm dressed to work. Have I been working? No. This is also my lounge around in the house and be lazy clothes, which is pretty much what I've done for the last 2 hours. So I've got everything that I need. Let me get a drink. I got my beverage. I hope you guys can hear me. I actually had to move the camera back quite a bit to be able to get everything in the shot. So we're going to unbox it right here. I got my handy dandy rusty trusty knife. And we're going to cut into it. Watch I get into all of this and this isn't it. Although that wouldn't really disappoint me because it's awful light but I know I expected more for the price. I know, shut up and get on with the unboxing. I got you. I can hear you guys out there. Okay, well that's what it is. First thought, it looks like a green tart. I thought it was going to be see-through, but I might be wrong. So here's the poles. Very, very, very light. I don't even think they're as heavy as tent poles. There's some poles. There's some shorter poles. Very light. Very light, and these are numbered. This one says 3. I didn't see numbers on the up. That one says 1. So I see 1 and 3. Oh, there's some bent ones. Those are 5. Wow. More poles. And there is, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10. There's 10 poles in there. And I bet that probably don't weigh much more than that pop, cola, soda. I don't know what you guys call it where you're from. Where I'm from, we call it pop. P-O-P, pop. So I bet it don't weigh much more than that pop. Oh, wow, more poles. Very light. I know you people are out there like, what did he expect for the price? And another number 3s. And before we go any farther, I know everybody's like, unbox it already. Let me tell you what I ended up giving for it. Let's see. Let's go to... I bought it off of eBay. It was $36.74. I ordered it on the 6th. Today is the 8th. So I got it in 3 days. It come FedEx. Free shipping and tracking. I don't know how to tell you who it was sent by or anything like that, but I'll click on it and see. Anyways, this is what it, yeah, you guys can't see that. I'm not even going to turn it around. And then I had eBay codes and coupons and stuff that I'd saved up. I ended up with like less than $10, $9.64 or something like that. I ended up in it. And then one of the things didn't go through, so it was another $2. So I ended up with about $11 in it, I would say. So it is what it is. Back to the unboxing. Oh, I feel like fence. Oh, looky there. There is my little shells that go on the side. Very pointy. Wow, seems like it would rip through that plastic if it comes anywhere close to touching. Very, very, very flimsy. Not even half as big around as like a clothes hanger. It's not even that good. But you get what you pay for, and this is just to start. This is just to get my juices flowing. So this is what I'm going to call an appetizer. Oh, I think I have more poles. They might be plastic. No, maybe they're metal. They're just so light. This is going to take a while to put together, isn't it? More poles. Those are both marked number 4. I see some stuff down at the bottom, but next is the tarp. Okay, I can see through it. All right, awesome, awesome, awesome. I kind of like what it looks like so far. And then I have something way down in here. Oh, here it comes. Come on. You can do it. Ah, I bet these are all the fittings. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Wow. Okay. Let me make sure. I can't see down in there. Yep, that's it. So, you know what I don't see? Instructions. Of course, I'm a guy. I don't need instructions, right? Yeah, I'll probably do. So, these are green. And these are not as good as like a PVC fitting, but they're a little flimsier than that. But they don't feel extremely bad. That's a pretty big bag of those, right? So let's see if... Oh, there's the instructions. I kind of thought they would be. You know, that actually doesn't feel that bad a quality, that part. Of course, I'm feeling it all bulked up, but we'll have to see what it feels like later. Oh, let's see. You know, I was thinking I'm going to have to pause this and go get tools and everything. It looks like maybe no tools are required. And, I mean, there's not even any words other than number, picture, QTY for quantity, number, picture, quantity, and cover. Rest of it all just shows you how to go. So, I'm not going to sit here and bore you with, you know, third grade putting together a puzzle type deal. I'm going to set my butt down here on this little part of a deck and get down here on the concrete and put it all together. And oh, this looks like, man, I don't know what the measurements are. Once again, they're not on here. And it shows the outside measurements, and I didn't look that great. So, you know, if it is in there, I apologize to the company. All I seen was a basic outside measurement. It's all in centimeters, and you had to convert it over. But what I'm in hopes of is the bottom part in the middle is a decent enough that I can make a raised bed in there and have at least 4 tomato plants, maybe a couple pepper plants, but at least 4 tomato plants. And I'm hoping on each side is big enough for me to put 2 5-gallon buckets side by side on each side. Be a total of 4 buckets. And that's going to be 2 self-wicking buckets and at least maybe 3 self-wicking buckets. I don't know yet. And at least 1 to grow cucumbers out of. Aquaponics, I think it's called. Once again, to do with Daniel Arms at home. Arms Family Homestead. Daniel at Arms Family Homestead. I'll get it right here in a minute. But anyways, let me get off of here and maybe I'll put it together and then I'll take it out there and put the cover on. But I'll probably end up putting the cover on. Who knows? I'm rambling. I'm extremely excited. This is going to be awesome. And I'll be even more excited once I get it together and see if what I want to do is going to work. So let me get up, walk over there, hit the pause button, and get some work done, and I'll bring you back. Unfortunately, I'm my own cameraman today, and every other day also. Okay, so maybe 5-8 minutes, maybe even 10. Let's just say 10, just so I don't get myself in trouble. I've got one side of it put together. Few disappointments, few concerns, which I'll go over with you. For one, let me try to back you up where you can see that whole thing. It just basically kind of looks like a shelving system. This is only one side of it, and the top's not built yet. I'm kind of disappointed to see that these little wire mesh racks don't go all the way to the end. So you don't get a full, whatever this width is, you don't get that as a shelf. You're minus probably 4, 5, 6 inches. But this back, I guess you could just kind of maybe bend it around, but it looks like that is going to really bother that green mesh. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm pointing at. Yeah, you probably could. But you can see, I don't know if it's showing up in camera, sticks out quite a bit. The sharpness on the ends aren't going to bother anything. I was going to grind them off, but I think they'll be just fine. I do want to kind of straighten up the shelves when I'm all done, kind of flatten them back out, because I'll have little pots of plant and stuff on there. So far, it's kind of like the YouTube homestead community. It takes a bunch for rigidity. In other words, it takes a bunch of us together. Us. I'm not a homesteader. I'm trying to be. It takes a bunch of homesteaders together to make a strong community. Is what I was trying to get at. It sounded really good in my head, and if I'd executed it correctly, it would have probably been awesome. But it's a little more rigid now. It's real easy to put together. It feels like it's not going to be, because you got to kind of bend it and stuff. Not really bend it, but just kind of, you think you're going to bend it and you don't. So like I said, this is only one side of it. I've got another side to build, and then bridge them together, and then build the top. I think this is as high as the door is going to be. I think, so if I bring you up to here, I think this is going to be the height of the door, right here. Although I think the dome, I might be able to fit into. I don't know. I don't need, what do I need to do? Walk in here to get to what's back here? No, I can reach right in. But it does look like, however, I'm really hoping that my 5-gallon buckets fit down there. But it's not looking too promising right now. And it actually looks like I've got something wrong over there. Maybe I didn't push it all the way in. But I may have to end up putting a board on top of it for my 5-gallon buckets to fit under there. And I got to stop and think what's going to be grown out of them 5-gallon buckets. I may end up not even using the whole bottom shelf. I don't know. Let me get it together. Once again, I'm still my own cameraman. I tried to put an ad in the paper looking for somebody to work like, I don't know, 16, 18 hours a day for free, that has a lot of TV background and camera background and all that. I couldn't find anybody. So anyways, haha, I'm still my own cameraman. I just wanted to kind of give you an update and show you what's going on. It's not hard at all. It's not really even that time consuming. Less than 10 minutes I did that whole side. I'd say less than 30 minutes I'll have this whole thing built. Of course, a lot longer if I keep running my mouth. So we'll be right back. Okay, I took you guys out of the tripod. This video is already 22 minutes long, so I don't want long videos, but so here it is put together. The second part and the top leaves a little bit to be desired. I wish that there was a bar going from here up, and maybe even another bar there. But anyways, I mean, it's not sturdy. But it's cool. It really is. But I'll give you a couple words of advice once I set you back down in the tripod. There's your little rack. So let's walk in it. I do have to duck severely to get in it, but you got plenty of headroom, which I'll show you once I get set back up in the tripod. There's all my aftermath. I lifted this up. I don't know. Total shipping weight of this was 14.5 pounds. Well, that whole thing together right there doesn't feel like it weighs but about 5 pounds at the most. And it says 14.5 pounds. That plastic cover over there isn't that heavy. But that's besides the point. They're probably right. Yeah, just while I got the cover not on it, because I'm going to put the cover on it, then I'm going to show you with the cover on it, then we're going to end the video. But I think, I haven't verified this yet. Let me sit down. I think, but I haven't verified yet, that this is the same as half-inch PVC as far as round and stuff goes. I think I'm going to want them shelves on the bottom not to be there. Now I have options. I can just take them little wire, because all they do is they pop right out. I'm going to wire tie them on, but I'm thinking if I went and got a couple sticks of PVC, I don't need the top shelves that far down, and I want the bottom shelves real far up. I'm thinking about, once I get it all together and figure out what I want, I may go get some PVC. Now, I know PVC isn't going to be near as strong as that metal. Of course, it'll be more flexible in the wind than that metal. It'll flex more than it will bend. But I do know that you can fill them up with sand and get pretty decent rigidity out of it. And I don't care about the weight, because once it's where it goes, it's where it goes. And now it's where it goes. I have honestly thought, well, I'm just going to run this into a long video, I guess. I thought about putting it here. Yeah, look at that. I need to power wash really, really, really bad. I thought about moving these steps to the front, moving all these rails to the side, and doing a front entrance on my porch, because I do kind of want to build a wall, because right there's the lake, and the winter wind coming off that lake is really bad, and I thought that might help, but I don't know if that would actually fit there or not. And I am up underneath an awning, and I don't know how important it is to have the sun for it, although the heat is going to help more than anything, I think. And then I thought about putting it over here in my walkway, right there at the end of my building. I thought about doing that, but then I have lights, and I just don't know what to do with it. I want it out back, but I really want it right here. I use the back more, like if I'm working on lawnmowers or the kids are out playing basketball or something. I'd really like it right here. I could even put it right there where that trellis thing is, but I think it needs to be attached to something. I think this little dude would blow away really, really, really easy. Anyways, maybe I'll do another video on that. Let me get you set back up in the stand. I'll show you a few little key features about it. And, all right, gently, I'm going to put you back in the stand. Gently. Don't get sick. Oh, let's go over a little bit. Okay, there we go. I'll show you a few little key features. So I'm going to back you up. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear me, but to go into it, the door is below shoulder height. So I duck under and I go in. I still have a little bit of headroom. I can't tell how much that is. It's that much, probably about 4 or 5 inches. But I mean, yeah, this thing, it don't weigh. I mean, that doesn't weigh. I think it weighs way less than a gallon of milk. Way less. I'm going to build some U-rings to U-ring it down into the ground. U-ring it. I'm going to U-ring it into the ground. Little, I don't know. Like U-nails. And then put it down to the ground. I got to figure out where I want it. But let's get this top on it. And then we'll come back and I'll show you that finished product, and we'll end this stupidly long video. Although I'm still extremely stoked and excited. And we're back. Okay. Now my first impressions of it. You guys can see all of it. See there. But anyways, my first impressions of it together. I love the color. I'm glad I got green. You can clearly see, you can see the door and everything through it. It's clearly, basically what it is, it's clear plastic with green fibers woven into it, which makes it stronger. I like the idea that it's green. It's a greenhouse, it's supposed to be green. Take you off the tripod here and kind of walk you around. It overlaps onto the floor. I don't have them done perfect right now, but let me move that one. There we go. One of the first things that happens, it's got some ties on the inside. This one here broke off. It didn't leave a hole or nothing because it's just into the thread. But yeah, it broke off. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I'm definitely not going to worry about it. And one of these, I think you can see right there, was actually sewn to the zipper part of the roll-up door. I like that the door rolls up and they give you a place to tie it up like a tent. That's pretty cool. Definitely don't think it weighs 14.5 pounds. Of course, maybe I'm not great at judging weight. I would say it weighs less than a milk jug, I would think. I mean, if I could do it, if it would allow me to. And, I mean, it's not the best in the world. But, yeah, I mean, look at this. With my pinky pushing up. Nope, I can't do it with my pinky. Let's do it with my thumb. I can push up and lift it right up off the ground. My pinky's just not strong enough. It's never lifted anything. So, I like the looks. I'm still super, super, super stoked. I have not put the metal racks in yet, which we can do. I'll do on one side so you guys can see. Oh, that goes in there. And if I can just get one and not 12 of them. Actually, there's not 12, there's only 4. I was over exaggerating as usual. Alright, so there's your little metal racks that can go in there. You got them on both sides. I just didn't put the others. They're right there. Man, there's so many things that you could do to make this better and make it last a lot longer. I may make another video on that. I don't know that it's worth it because they don't know how long this plastic's going to hold up. If this plastic held up, okay, for one, let's start this. I don't know how a greenhouse works. If you could put greenhouses inside and then work like a hothouse and work correctly that way, which I don't think it can, but if you could, these would be awesome for inside of like a garage or a shed or something of that nature. I just don't know how they work. I don't think that would work. As far as outside goes, I can tell you right now this thing's going to blow away. I'm going to say it's just going to blow over. So I would be prepared to put it up against something. I would say the back. I think even if you did an end, I think it's still going to twist and flex. Make sure that after you put it together, I know you're going to think you got it together correctly. Make sure you push down and over, like in here. Make sure that once you're done, you come like right here and push down towards the ground and then grab it from there to here. I mean, I can do it really easy. I can't show you on film, but and squeeze, because you did not get all them down where they go. I shrunk it probably 2-3 inches. I thought I had it, and then all of a sudden I started pushing down on it. It's like, wow. It's actually kind of cool. It'll do what I want it to do. I just got to figure out if I want to modify it, if I want to leave it alone. I have to go over to storage and get my 5-gallon buckets. One thing that I'm going to suggest that you do almost instantly is, let me get you set up in the tripod so I can show you, just in case somebody can't figure out what to do or however. And I'm already over 30 minutes on this video, so might as well max it out, right? Okay, so if you see this right here, I'll try to explain this to you. I don't know if you can see everything, but you see how this sticks out right here? It protrudes. Now, it's not really that sharp or anything, but it does that in the back. And throughout wind moving this thing, I think that's going to wear right through. So you got to somehow just be able to push down on it and push it in with your thumbs, and yes, I'm able to do it. So I'm sure you're going to be able to too. So do that. I'm going to go ahead and do one. So do that. And make sure you get them all tucked in there nice and tightly and kind of straight, you know. I can see I went a little overboard. And then flip it. Yeah, that looks really good. And then flip it and put that to the back. Now, if you want to come back in here and do this front, you can, to keep you from snagging it if you happen to get inside, which is what I'm doing right now. But that may make it to where it's harder to put on and off, which I will never take mine out once I get it to where I want it. Oh, look at that. I like that. And yes, it does. It makes it a lot better. So I'm going to take time and care and attention to that because I don't want that to rub raw right through there. And it may not even hurt after you're done to take, let me see if you, okay, on the back side looks just like this, facing that plastic. Take a piece of duct tape and run across that. And I think that will make that to where that shouldn't ever come through that, you know, because the wind's going to blow it, you know, and when it does, it could hit it, and I'm just afraid it'd wear it out. But I'm an overthinker, and I worry too much, but I would recommend at least doing what I'm doing right now, and then I'm going to wire tie them on so they can't come off. But that's only after I decide if I'm going to modify it. I have to go get buckets. I have to see if a bucket will fit down there at the bottom. And I have to figure out what I'm going to grow in my buckets and all that good stuff. I know the one, and I don't know why I know it's going to go on this side, but I know at least one or two over here is going to have cucumbers growing out of it. I don't really have to worry about that because I could even wire tie use the tomato clips and put the cucumber vines all on the bottom of that on that side and let them go wherever they want. But look at that center. I don't have my tape measure with me, but that whole center is going to be a raised flower bed. And no, it's not going to be a flower bed. It's going to be a raised garden bed. And yes, I've got plenty enough room to come in probably 8 inches angled on each corner and do a tomato plant. Yeah, I'm going to be able to easily grow 4 tomato plants in there. It's only me and my boys. My girls very rarely ever eat here. My boys really, well, no, I was going to say they don't really like fried green tomatoes, but they do. So I'm probably going to do 3 regular tomato plants and 1 cherry tomato, or maybe 2 and 2. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I'm just going to take a 2x6. Oh, this is going to be so awesome. I just hope my 5-gallon buckets fit in there like I want, which I won't know until I go to storage and get them out of there. So let me get off of here. I'm going to go get my buckets. Of course, they'll have to be cleaned out. But I'm going to go get my buckets and at least 2 lids. And we're going to be making self-wicking buckets here tonight or the next couple days or whenever. And I'm still, even if I had to give the whole $30-some, I already told you earlier what it was. It's less than, I think it was like $37, $38. Even if I had to give all that for it, I'm still tickled to death. I'm just thinking this thing would be awesome if I just had more room or had a place to put it. I've taken up all my wall space in the back. And anyways, stay tuned for the next video to see where I put it, how I mount it, what I end up doing to it. And then stay tuned to the video after that will be raised bed, buckets, and all that good stuff. So we've got a lot coming up. This is General Vlog Videos. Please like, please subscribe, please subscribe. Share us on your social media if you like what you see. And comment down below. Be nice on your comments because my 12-year-old helps monitor the comments and answers a lot. And if you're rude, I'm just going to delete you. If you continue being rude, I will report you to YouTube. And that's just that. And click that bell notification down below, down in here, so you'll see when we do the raised bed in here. This thing don't want to refocus. So there we go. So you'll see when, we do the raised bed in here and the 4 buckets and what I choose to plant on the sides and if I end up modifying it. And I mean, as long as I don't stretch it or anything, I can modify it any way that I want. So I just want to see if it's going to be worth that. So stay tuned. Let's see what kind of fun we get into. We'll see you on the next video. Hope you guys have a great night. Even better tomorrow. I said it wrong again, didn't I? See, I keep trying to come up with this cool little catchphrase. I can't even remember it myself. Hope you guys have a great day, an awesome tomorrow, and even a better tonight. And that was still wrong. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.